Welcome to the 30-Day Twitter Challenge for Teachers with Eric Langhorst, a step-by-step guide to getting started and getting the most out of Twitter. Hi, my name is Eric, and you're in Day 6 of the Twitter for Teachers Challenge. So yesterday in Day 5, you created your Twitter account. Today we're going to talk a little bit about selecting the perfect Twitter image for your Twitter profile. So when you create your Twitter account, you're automatically given a profile pic by default that looks like this. On Twitter, when you see one of these as a profile pic, people will typically refer to you as an egghead. Now, a lot of people don't follow eggheads because it gives the impression that maybe you're not serious about Twitter. If you don't have enough effort to really even go ahead and submit a picture, a lot of people just aren't going to follow you. So we're going to talk today a little bit about selecting an image, and in the resources today, there are some tips about finding the correct image and then also about finding the correct size image. So a lot of people use a picture of themselves. I don't think that it necessarily has to be a headshot of yourself. It could be a picture of something that is your classroom. It could be a favorite picture that you've taken. But I would recommend eventually putting a profile pic up. People are going to see you at conventions or conferences or possibly meet you in person. It's always nice to kind of make that connection on Twitter, knowing what the person looks like. Again, not necessarily the most important thing, but I think that it does help a little bit. Sometimes people do have images up on Twitter profile pics if it's a special occasion. I'm a big Kansas City Royals fan, and last year during their run through the playoffs and eventual World Series, I did have a KC Royals logo up for most of that time, and a lot of people in Kansas City did that last fall. And then you can switch back. You can go back and forth. You could change your profile pic as often as you want. I like to stay with the same thing to kind of have some consistency, but every once in a while I will put up a different picture. Now, one consideration for your profile pic on Twitter is that it's going to be pretty small most of the time. The most common size that your image is going to be seen in people's Twitter stream is only 48 by 48 pixels. So in the resources today, there are some things that talk about how to resize a picture and how to find just the right picture for your Twitter profile account. So for Day 6, your challenge is to find your Twitter profile picture. Now tomorrow, in Day 7, we're going to talk a little bit about the text portion, and you're going to be writing your Twitter bio. So that's it for Day 6. We're going to see you in Day 7. Find a great pick, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Please check out the entire collection of tips to help teachers use Twitter at twitterforteachers.com.